Hey, what's up? My name is Justin. You might know me as Ankle Breaker J2, but on this show I'm known as WCW Dude, and I was originally gonna do video game review videos, but who wants to see a guy named WCW Dude do video game review videos? That doesn't make no fucking sense. Although that American Gladiators video did get a little bit of views on it, so whatever. But this channel alone will be dedicated to DVD reviews of wrestling. Yes, DVD reviews of wrestling. Now, before I do get into this, it's gonna be mostly WWE related because WWE, they have the best video library out there for wrestling, bar none. There's no other competition. I have a couple Ring of Honor DVDs. I have a couple TNA DVDs. Most of my TNA content is actually on my Xbox, but most of it's gonna be WWE related. So that could be ECW, that could be WCW, that could be AWA, World Class Championship Wrestling. So it could be any of those, and any other, especially DVD. So my first DVD today that I'm going to review is this: WWE Legends of Wrestling Heatseekers. Now, if you don't know what this is, I really highly suggest you guys pick up these DVDs because you learn a lot about wrestling. Now, all I know is, from what I know, is there's only 6 that was released, which was this one here and 5 others, which is based on Superstars. Basically, the round table itself, in this particular one, this one included Eric Bischoff, Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler, Freebird Michael Hayes, and Mick Foley. This is not scripted. This show is not scripted. They talk. They just talk honestly about their opinions and feelings on certain topics that they do discuss. And this particular one is Heatseekers. Now, if you don't know what the word heat is basically being mad at someone or being pissed off. Like, for instance, if I was mad at my friend, that means I'm hot at him. Or he'll be like, why are you hot at me? Why are you so mad at me? You know, that's what heat is. Now, a heat seeker is somebody who likes just to stir shit up, you know, in the back. Or someone who just stirs shit up in the back just to cause it. Now, some of these guys that they do talk about here, like Scott Hall, Vince Russo, Lex Luger, Buff Bagwell. They talk about Paul Heyman as well. Ed Ferrara. They even talk about Vince McMahon for a little bit as being heat seekers. Now, the stories that they told here, like for example, Jerry Lawler said that about talking about Paul Heyman. Jerry Lawler said that they were gonna have a scalpel match in the Memphis promotion at the time. Paul Heyman came in and he was a heel manager. Then they were building up this big match. That was gonna culminate in a scalpel match. The place was sold out in the territory. Then Paul Heyman all of a sudden says to Jerry Lawler, I can't go up there. And Jerry Lawler's like, why you can't go up there? He says, I'm afraid of heights. And guys, if you know what a scaffold match is, it's basically a match that's literally a scaffold. And basically the end result of the match is where somebody gets knocked off, pretty much, the scaffold match. But Paul Heyman didn't go up there. And a few days later, like on Tuesday, I believe, Jerry Lawler said he broke Paul Heyman's jaw. Just letting you know on some of the backstory there on why Jerry Lawler has animosity towards Paul Heyman and why he always kind of never really liked Paul Heyman. That's just one story. Another story is on Lex Luger. Now, Lex Luger, they really, I won't say they buried Lex Luger here. They just said that he was very limited in the ring, which he was. And he said some of his best days was in the early 90s, early 90s against, Ric Flair. And when he was WCW champion for the first time before he went to WWF for the first time in 1992. Now, they said about Lex Luger that, that pretty much he never really liked being in the wrestling business. He, anytime when a fan asks him, like, are you Lex Luger? He'll say no. Like, he was so ashamed that he was a wrestler. And also, as well, they'll talk about how every time he'll walk into the room, like, you just didn't matter. Like, he think he was the be-all, end-all, like, really, in real life. Like, his narcissist, I can't really say that word, the narcissist character that he had in WWF, that was really him in real life. And a lot of people never really liked being around Lex Luger, kind of like Scott Hall. Scott Hall is another example on what Eric Bischoff was talking about, saying that Scott Hall, he was never, he always liked to stir shit up. When he first came into WCW, they said that, hey, his head was on straight. You know, they said all the rumors about Scott Hall not true, that he's not the one always stirring shit up. Then, you know, a few months later, after he came in WCW for the first time, started stirring some shit up. But yeah, this DVD here, I highly recommend. And also as well, these DVDs do have wrestling matches. Some of the matches on here, I can read some of these matches off here. You got Scott Hall versus Kevin Nash, Halloween Havoc 1998. You had the boxing match. Oh god, this match was so terrible. Between Bub Bagwell and Roddy Piper, Bash at the Beach 1999. You had the loser leaves NWA match, the Midnight Express versus the original Midnight Express. Chi-Town Rumble, February 20th, 1989. And another match on here that they do have is for the NWA World Tag Team Championship, Lex Luger and Barry Windham versus Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson, which is Clash of the Champions, March 27th, 1988. Now, so this is my first DVD review. If it seems a little sloppy, I know I'm going to get better at it. It's just my first review, so just let me know, guys, what you think about, you know, this DVD itself. If you have seen it, if you have not seen none of the Legends of Wrestling Roundtable, they have a lot of videos on YouTube. Just look some up and sit there and watch and gain some knowledge. Let me know, guys, what you think. Comment, subscribe, whatever. I'll check you guys later. Peace.